Spotify is... Let me connect the right microphone.
Okay, so it should be starting soon. Should probably actually, that's something that I didn't do. Is set up a starting soon screen. So since we have like a good couple minutes before it starts, I might as well just do that. Got a little bit of intermission music playing. Hashtag awesome songs. Looks like we should be starting quite soon. Yeah, sorry that I don't have the best starting soon screen. Didn't expect it to take this long to get started for everybody to join, but looks like everybody's joined. I think they're just quickly doing whatever they're doing, and we should get started. We have opening knife round going on. Double pick from Dig right there, if I'm correct. Yes, it was. Conscious Gaming won the round, so let's see what side they pick. They're going to start with CT side. So Conscious Gaming starting with CT side. Let's have a look at what Bad JuJU is doing. So Adept with the armor and the P250. Like Adept is going to probably be the star player on this team, or for this round, more specifically. He seems to be the intro, though. Looks like they're doing a heavy push towards B. Death Star smoked them off, and they are now pulling back to probably mid to A, would be my guess. They hear them. The flashes are going out. JuJU is making their way onto site. Ooh, that is a great pick from this guy to Dig. Timmy is in the corner. Not able to find a pick, but that is bomb dropped. Oh, knife kill from Timmy. And that's a win round for Conscious Gaming. Not only that, but a knife kill on Timmy. So their ego is probably quite high right now. And that means they can afford an up second round, which is quite nice. That could be very, very punishing for the up. They changed the second last sec. Changed their mind last second, it seems like. The money seems to be kind of wonky on Conscious Gaming. Some of them are able to afford M4s and Util, while others only able to afford a Nova and MP9. So it's going to be kind of a unique round, but no matter what, I think JuJU is going to have the advantage, or not have the advantage, sorry, going to have the disadvantage. Hopefully, if we want JuJU to win this, I think they're probably going to have to rush down a site. But who knows, they could pull the unexpected. I think my call is correct. Looks like they're going alt mid to A. They'll probably split up. They're smoking off. Able to get one pick on House. Able to get a decent amount of damage. Not able to find a second kill, but that is a lot of damage done to them. This guy with the Nova trying to get a little peek on there. Not able to get it. Oh wait, yes he did. He did get a pick. I don't know why kill sounds are off. That's a bit annoying. They're trying to push through the smoke like this guy and... Oh, this guy with the double kill right there. All left to Nui. Hopefully I pronounced that name right. He does not have the ball. And he's not... Yeah, that guy. Dead in Boiler, but that's a great round for Conscious Gaming. They got one, so I guess it's not the worst eco round for JuJU, but definitely could have gone better. Most of the team able to afford AKs, 2 of them buying Mac 10s, or 1 buying Mac 10 and 1 Tech 9. So, kind of a split buy, honestly. Three of them rushing up Banana, trying to do a lot of, I can't find the words. I don't know why. I was prepared for this and now I'm nervous. That is Killer Sway getting a pick and axe. He knows that there's another one there, it seems like. But he probably thinks he pulled back, which he is now pulling back. Discat, with the Nova, playing the safe, because he knows he has the disadvantage with the gun he has. B-site is getting heavily pressured, but they got smoked off, so it looks like they're pushing back. Oh, I'm incorrect again. They have a minute left. They'll probably try and regroup here. My bet is that they're going to try and regroup to mid and see how it goes and probably split to A. Since it was just smoked off again at Banana. Going mid to A. This guy has a shotgun. The entire team right next to him. Let's see if he can... Oh! Unfortunate timing right there. Bomb pushing out, got mollied off. House has the entire team stuck on B site. Looks like Conscious Gaming will probably save this round since 3v5. Very unlikely to win even though the entire team is damaged. Looks like they're gonna try and kill the safe players, or at least try to maybe get a pick. No final picks there, so looks like most of Conscious Gaming got to save their good guns. And honestly, they had a lot of money left over from the past 2 wins, so not really a bad buy for Conscious Gaming here. Another kind of split where I think they're going to do a lot of pressure on all day. This guy is just pushing up with the M4. Hopefully, that is all of B dead. I'm just kind of sad that I didn't get to spectate that. They've leaving it all on Spartan. Now, Bad JuJU did manage to get 2 picks, so definitely, if he plays his cards right, maybe gets them to split up, he could possibly get picks one at a time, but I think this would probably have to be a save for JuJU if he can't find that. But Conscious Gaming knows better not to go hunt them. They're just going to hold the bomb. Spartan. That's 2 picks from Spartan. 3 picks from Spartan, making this a win for JuJU and tying this up 2-2. Well played by Spartan right there. But you're on Conscious Gaming right now. They're trying to discuss how did they lose that. And I bet you on the other team, Spartan's just celebrating. It's a new round. Hopefully they can reset their mental. They're going to smoke off mid, but send 4 towards A. The safe round. They're going to try and get as many picks as they can. Can they in the smoke? Not able to find kills. Lay not able to find a kill. All on Death Star, the only person that didn't go mid/A. He doesn't know somebody's there, though. Not able to find it. Well played by JuJU. Not much to say. Just, you know, sometimes I'll save rounds go. With that save round, though, this allows Conscious to basically do a full buy with all the guns that they would ever dream of. The only one that might be kind of holding back is Lay with the FAMAS, but a lot can be done with the FAMAS. Spartan is mollied off, probably doesn't really want to push this. He has a teammate pushing up through mid, but he's also smoked off. B players also can't seem to find a break and are kind of being, you know, nigged the heck out of. This guy could get this pick on Boiler. This could be huge. Huge opening. The Spartan's suspected, though. Well played from Spartan. Great peek. Looks like they're going to try and bet on a rotate, but it looks... Yeah, they're going to try and do a B execute after getting that pick on A. They were boosted and managed to get a pick on no way. Two picks right there. One rotating from CT, 2 rotating from CT, from the opposite team. And that's managing to get the kill, and yeah, he's planting a bomb. This is all left on Lay, who knows that he was following one, so he knows he can't be too deep inside now. But now he is. Good flick by Lay, good flick by Lay. Well played by both teams. Both of the action happened on A and B at the same time. So, definitely kind of threw me off as well. Because I expected all that to happen at once. Not drop to Tim A. Let's see what he can do with it. I believe in him. Very evenly matched by, it seems like. No, okay, it's slightly leaning towards the favor of T side. But after the rounds I just saw, I feel like Conscious Gaming can still definitely win this even with 5. I was just trapped between that star just gets don't do the House is gonna ego this and just try to jump. I think the nades managed to hold back the Hal inside Hal. Got him, Dad. Spartan playing Boiler like normal. Just kind of lurking out, seeing if he can get a free pick. We do have Discat holding upper apps, but Spartan is creeping up towards him. Oh! Ooh! That timing. But now they're popping out on A. They know Discat is in apps. Discat is going to smartly rotate before he can get native. Wait a minute. Hal's right behind two of them. Oh! Not managing to find Discat, just a little to the left. There's one left. All left on the depth, but he's just sandwiched. There's nothing he can do in there. Well played by Discat. They did get the plant down, so they're going to get a decent amount of money from this, but that's another round for Conscious. Looks like Conscious, after that knife kill and after losing that one 3v1, looks like they're starting to realize that they got to take it serious. They're locking in, and I'm glad to see it. Move my mic a little. Hopefully it's good. CT is going to smoke off mid, try and probably make him not want to push mid. But looks like they're doing 3v once again. The way pushing up, Timmy getting lit through the smoke. But he did manage to get a pick. Didn't even get to notice that. So much happened at once. But this is 5 bananas. Or 4 bananas. I think they're going to have to just say screw it, lean towards this. I think they're too committed now. Smoking off CT. Ooh. After that smoke, it seems like they decided to change their mind. They're no longer going to commit, and they're going to try and all rotate towards A. They're going to want to do this quickly, though, because the longer that they take, the more quickly, Conscious Game is going to realize something's not right. And I think Discat is already kind of just feeling that. He kind of knows. If only saved that nade for a little bit longer. One is Killer Sway is still just lurking out on B, maybe trying to get a rotate pick. Looks like Conscious Gaming kind of has a really good suspicion what's about to happen. Oh, but CT, that is the pick on Dig, and that's the pick on Tim. 2 picks, nice shots, leaving it all up to Killer Sway. He knows he has an off watch. He knows that they're probably gonna get rotated. But the panic gets the best of him. Not able to just think, probably. I would personally panic right there. 5 HP on Discat, though. Very close one on his part. But that brings that to 5-3. Very nice. Looks like No Way. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I honestly have no idea how to pronounce that. It's going to be a hero rifle this round. Looks like they're just doing what they kind of normally do. 3 towards, mid-ish, B-ish. 2 just putting a bunch of pressure out on A. Then they try to get a kill from Smoke, not able to find it. One is pushed up through apps. And that's a pick from Dig and Lay. Right as I switch away from Discat. Finds the action. So Killer Sway managed to find a rifle and is now regrouping with his teammate at Deft. Probably going to try and execute A here, would be my guess. I swear he just had an AK. I might be tripping. Is Dig going to be able to get the Slurk? Very good timing. Very good timing. Deft trying to just jump into it. Not able to get the kill. And then, get the pick. Another well-played round from Conscious Gaming, if I do say so myself. Very good save round, though, in my opinion, for T-side. Not the best, not the worst. That's all that matters. Looks like they're able to find both of yeah, it looks like T-side is able to find themselves with a good buy. So, this is a pretty evenly matched round on, you know, the sense of buys. They're doing their just normal 3 banana, 2, you know, mid / putting pressure on A. Classic so far. Killisaway already up in abs. Though he's molly off, so he can't really do anything at this current moment. He hears Discat throwing nades. Looks like he's still going to try and go for this, though. I don't know if he's expects... This is kind of left up to Timmy if he can buy enough time for his teammates to rotate. Huge. Not able to find it, though. This put a... yeah. The odds of Conscious Gaming winning that fight is pretty low. The 2v4 with full sight taken. So... yeah, it looks like they're just going to try their best to save. I mean, honestly, 2 AKs. That's a very good save. That's a pick from Death Star. I don't even know if they intended for that one. Honestly, I think that's huge for the economy. Terrorists win. Another pick from Death Star. And that's after the bomb blew up, so that's a lot of money lost for T-side. Looks like most of the T's managed to actually get enough money, except for one. Just kind of, you know, an AK and a flash. And a dream. Killersoy jumping back up into abs. I don't think he's going to expect this guy to be holding him such a close... that was not even this guy, that was Lay. 2 picks at the exact same time from T-side, but another 2 picks, so making this an even 3-3 now. Timmy up in abs. Did find a pick. It seems like he tried to audio bait him jumping out. I think Killersoy's falling for it, though. I don't think... yeah, Timmy's not going to go for it just in case. T-side regrouping up on A. This guy is smoked off, and it looks like they're going to go near the cubby area. That's what it's called. It's been a while since I played Inferno, honestly. On the site, they're going to plant the bomb and try and put as much time pressure onto Conscious Gaming as possible. Death Star is smoked off, but flashing out for Anthony. They managed to get 1 pick, 2 picks. Oh, all 3! Okay, that's very well played by Conscious. Good retakes by their part. seems, yeah, it's the final round of the half, and it seems that T-side can't fully buy out. Only 3 of them have AKs, and a couple of them have full util. So, this is heavily in favor for CT. But this guy is just going to rush up mid. He goes high, the juices are flowing. Managing to find 1 pick already. Then they getting the second pick. This guy has to... It's just over. Oh. That's my disc hit. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Kind of curious what they're saying in chat. I'll think, yeah, I don't have it turned on, sadly. Well, now it's switched up. Let's just check the halftime score. And, okay, so the HUD seems to be bugging. Where the team score count flipped. I think it'll fix up this half. If not, I'll have to manually do that. Conscious Gaming going to be doing a really heavy A-pop here. Sparn getting a little bit of damage for the smoke, not able to find any kills up. Out on site, they're just getting mowed down. Conscious Gaming not able to find timing to plant. Getting flanked from behind. I think he's just going to try and plant. They got the plant down. That's all that matters in my opinion. So they got the money for next round to at least do kind of a force. But this is all left on Timmy. Sadly, not able to find the victory, but that's a plant for them. So, honestly, that's pretty well played. I do say this myself. I have no idea why it's doing this. Okay. Don't know why the HUD is bugging. I'll have to figure that out for sure. Tried to silent boost in the window. Made some noise, so that already threw off a death. B players on CT are pushing up, trying to get as much info as possible for the team, and they don't see anything. So my guess is that JuJU is probably going to know that they're coming B, A, and now it's confirmed. Let's start with the opening pick and Lay. Out in apps, hoping to get this pit player. Hal's just stuck on site. Not much you can do there. Spartan getting the flank, getting a double pick on Conscious, not Conscious, well yeah, Conscious Gaming. It was in the hands of CG, but well played on that JuJU sport. They managed to get the rotate on. A lot of util damage done to the B players. So I'm trying to think of how best to word this. My brain just kind of I'm thinking a lot of things at once. So, that is a not great save round for CG Academy, but that means they can have, afford a full buy. All have AKs and all have util. Looks like they're going to go for the standard default, 2 going alt mid, just putting a lot of pressure on A, and 3 kind of leaning towards B. One boosted on top of Porch. I honestly don't think this cat will expect this. But that's a pickup for B from Timmy. Left with 1 HP though. So we're probably not going to commit to this. I doubt this. Oh! Kyle's getting the smoke. Death managing to get one on top of Porch. Leaving this all up to Death Star. Knowing one there's mini pit, not able to find a pick. Well played by Bad JuJU, especially that positioning. That means it's tied up with a most likely a save round for CGA Academy. Actually, I'm sorry. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a force round. Nope, they decided to change it to a save last second. I think even if saving, they're going to still go for the standard default. Honestly, if they could just find a couple picks, that would definitely put a lot of pressure on Bad JuJU and probably make a panic. So that's probably the best call on their part. They're slowly pushing up. Oh, never mind. Never mind again. Wow, I am just second guessing myself a lot on this one. I don't know if Spartan's going to expect that there. He's not. And that's Timmy getting 2 picks right off the bat. That's B-side already taken from Bad JuJU, making this a really great save-ish, force-ish kind of mix of the both. Most likely more leaning towards save round for CGA Academy. Able to find most of their guns back from the previous round, getting just plenty of picks. Bad JuJU not able to find any kills. Deft tried to, you know, maybe sneak in a little op kill there. Not able to find it. So he's just going to run away with his teammate Killer Sway and probably save this round. Don't want to speak for them, but yeah, I feel like they're probably going to, you know, save. Looks like CGA Academy doesn't want that to happen, though. At least Timmy. Not Timmy. Timmy and Death Star want these. They want the blood. They just want it. They don't want him to have those guns next round. They want the KD. The Deft. Knowing, though. Just a knower. Not wanting that to happen. That's 2 of them down. Dig down. Killer Sway and a Deft managed to find exit picks on CGA Academy. But that is still a win for CGA Academy. Though, yeah, it didn't really affect their economy much on CG. The only thing that really affected them was one of them has by Galil. That's about it. Other than that, it's pretty much just a full, you know, this is even matchmaking. Right here. Looks like they're gonna lean heavily towards A this round, though, not the standard default. Kyle's managing to not get hit but do a lot of damage, and Killer Sway managed to get 2. Leaving this all on
Counter-terrorists win.
Great hold from Howls and Killer Sway right there. Managing to get all the picks on them right off the bat. That's going to be a timeout for CGA Academy. CGA Academy. CG Academy. They have to really discuss what happened. Because they know that they're playing, at least from most of the rounds, doing about 3A, which is, you know, the standard default. And they're kind of, they're getting an idea of how they're holding, you know? Kind of cheeky ways. So, I think they're probably discussing this and trying to figure out a way to maybe cheese it. I honestly think, personally, I would start leaning towards B, because the round that they played aggressive B on a save round, they managed to easily take that. It's really up to them. But that's personally what I'd be thinking. I think my thinking is correct, though. I think it was, in fact, correct. They are smoked off, so that's kind of halting their bit of a, you know, just halting. teammate just barely not mollied off. Honestly, they could be thinking that fully expanded. That could, you know, trick Bad JuJU into thinking that it's clean. Adept almost dead from that timing. Like, almost hitting the pick. Still, CG is heavily leaning towards B. Does look like Bomb is holding mid, and one more teammate is pushing up mid. I think they're just going to try and play safe, get a pick. Let Lay, maybe, if he gets a pick on A, that's going to be pretty huge. Really, it's just up to where the first kill happens and who's it for. Bomb regrouping back with Banana. I think they're just going to go for a B-pop. I mean, honestly, with the hold and no really picks happening, that's kind of what we got to do best. But I think, yeah, Bad JuJU is expecting it. He's hearing gunfights, though. He thinks that it's an AXQ, but it's only one person. He doesn't know that, though. Smoked off, though. Bomb and his teammates are a bit hesitant, but they're going out. They're saying, screw it. They don't notice. They don't notice the one in the corner. Looks like they managed to get one pick before dying. So making this a 2v3 with two of them insanely low HP. But it also goes the same for Bad JuJU. Definitely in CG Academy's favor. And I think the ego, I think they're thinking, wow, our teammates got a lot of damage done. I think we should try and go for this. And it looks like they are. Killer Sway going through church. Not able to find the pick. Adept, the only one with a little bit of HE. The op. Kind of realizing that, yeah, 1v3. I don't think I got this with 55 HP. I'm going to try and get an exit pick, though. Just to say screw their economy. Able to find that exit pick. Here's the second one. Not able to hit that second shot. But I think Dig's dead anyways. Doesn't matter. Dig died to the bomb anyways. So, I mean, the end goal works. That brings us to 9-10. I'm getting the hang of this. You know, it takes a second to warm up. Killer Sway, I guess, yeah, seems like he accidentally missed the buy button. Happens. Very confused for a second. Definitely leaning towards alt mid here. Thinks, yeah, CG looks like they're going to try and go back for another A execute. Or at least lean towards A. They have 0 banana control. I don't think Bad JuJU realized that yet, so they have time. They have time to, you know, play around, see if they can get a pick on A. They probably heard that guy get naded. That's all of T side right at the apps area. But that's also 4. They don't realize it's 4A. I think Bad JuJU is just in their heads. They're just knowers right now. And in a good way. Death Star not expecting this close of a hold. So this way, it's like, screw it. Not able to find a pick. How's getting shot through the smoke? That's a great smoke shot through my teammate. Adept on top, trying to hold it with their Tech 9. Not able to get all of them, but definitely able to get one. That's pretty huge. Leaving this to a 1v2. Dig, not able to clutch the 1v2. Kind of left in a bad spot right there at mini pit. With the Galil, that would have been pretty hard, especially full HP, and I think they all had head armor. I believe. No, they did not. Yes, they did. Getting used to the HUD, guys. You're giving me a break. Only flashes on T side right now. Yeah, it's definitely a save round. I think they're just gonna go for what they did last save round, where they just rushed B and got 2 picks right off the bat. Though Death Star naded just to high health, pretty much no health left over. I just realized the Death is dead. I didn't even realize that. Wow, I am too focused on B. And now I'm no longer too focused on B. No, I managed to get 2 picks on them. That just leaves Bomb Carrier and, well, Death Star and Lay. They don't have really the guns for this, but I think they're just gonna commit to this. If they get this plant down, it's gonna be huge for the next 2 rounds. Not able to get that pick. He knows he's getting flanked. Can't find the shot. Though, even though they didn't manage to get plant down, it looks like, yeah, with the loss bonus, CG Academy is able to afford plenty of guns. Looks like on both teams it's going to be the standard default. Though, actually, CG is going to be a little more aggressive on mid, it seems. I think they're really betting on Lay or Discat or any of the A players getting that opening pick. Because if they get that opening pick, that is huge. That is pretty much a instant win for them if they get it really early on. Death Star hit by another nade. I just realized Lay got opped the entirely other side of the map from mid. This is just falling apart right now for CG. I think they're gonna try and keep their composure. I think they're gonna have to commit to this, or it's gonna be a very, very rough clutch round. This guy managed to find a pick on Boiler. That means A is only 2 people. But I don't think they want to commit to it. They're too scared. And to be frank, they probably think that there's still 3A, because they did 4A not long ago. Okay, now they're going to commit to A. With another pick on Apps, that just leaves Howls alone while his teammates are rotating. He's stuck in mini pit. Just, hopefully, if he can get 1 or 2 picks, that's going to be huge for him. That's 1 pick. Not able to get 2. Death Star, flanked. They hear Spartan. They know he's there. Jumped up from Dig. Very nice game sense on Dig's part. Killer Sway, the only big baller of money here, having to buy for his team. Seems like the buys this round are insanely evenly matched. So, whoever kind of wins this is going to be set for the next round, while the other one's going to be kind of boned. Leaning heavily towards B, doing the default on both teams. This cat having a little bit of gunfire through the smoke, and Dig just pushing up. They're going to push up through Banana to car. They're taking this car control early on. Lay here's one. He wants this one. I don't know if he's going to expect number 5, Killer Sway, holding from such a close angle. I don't think he will. Honestly, he might have given him away like. Lay gonna go to Boiler. Made a step, kind of learning where he's at. Shoulder peeks, know that there's 2 watching him now. So he knows that there's at least 2A. And with that info, I think, yeah, it looks like Bad JuJU are gonna kind of bet towards... yeah, okay, no. But that means that they're just gonna execute. They're executing A right now. House pushes through the smoke. This guy managing to find that pick on him. Killer Sway back at that close angle. Managed to find 1 pick. Managed to find 2 picks. 3 picks! Leaving this all up to Dig. Dig alone, far away from his teammates. Knows that there's only 2 on B or A right now. Knows one's rotating as fast as possible. Bomb dropped. He's heard. They know he's there. Trying to take a bomb plant. Not able to get off the bomb fast enough. Switch to his gun. This leaves CG Academy in a very, very tight situation. If they win this round, this is going to overtime. This is insanely close. Because Bad JuJU, they have pretty much the perfect buy. They have AKs, 3 AKs, an op. Surprised they don't have an M4, so... They do have an M4, okay, speak of the devil. But CG Academy doesn't seem to have the, you know, the funds. They don't have the funds to buy AKs, They either have to go for just MAC-10s and Util or Galeals. This is going to put a lot of pressure on CGA Academy. I know that they want this. I was in the call. They were hyped up. And honestly, I think I have faith. I have faith. We've seen some of the things that CG have done this game, just clutching, especially that pistol round, which was unbelievable, just going in there, killing 2 off the bat. I think they're going to try and do, pull another miracle, honestly. They're going for A. They know it's A or bust. Flashing teammate. Now you get the pick! That's a huge pick, huge pick. How's this pick? They're gonna go CT to B though. Another pick from Lays. Able to find 2 picks. This might be another clutch round, but Killer Sway getting 2. Bring this to a very, very even matchmaking. They each have guns. One of them has an op. 2 of them are low. Even though it's a 3v2, they're so low it basically makes it a 2v2. The pressure is on. Dig, here's one coming church. Able to get the pick! That's a clutch. That is a clutch and a half. Well done, CG Academy. I'm happy. That's impressive. That's absolute cinema. That brings us to overtime number 1. Honestly, huge. Huge round from CG Academy. I was about to say, he better not buy that gun. I'd be disappointed. None of CG Academy really wants to opt on T side. I don't think they even opt on the CT side, honestly. Both for doing the standard default, though. He's staying a little bit more time mid, trying to see if he can get that cross pick for the smoke. House knows that this cat likes to play close on mid. So he's trying to get that little bit of nade damage for his teammate. So much just happened. Timmy, Dexter, and Dig managed to push up through Banana. 2 of them died, but they managed to get 2 picks. Pretty much getting most of B, but the rotate, honestly, was very quick from number 1. Adept. Killer Sway, only 1 on A. Boosted on porch, smoking off. Here's one throwing nades mid. Doesn't know that there's 2. Probably suspects it, though. Though, Lay's just out apps. He's trying to get any noise, getting info for his teammates. Maybe even get the opening pick or get info. Honestly, I think they're going to expect porch. He's already played this spot. They know that they like to play there. And right as I switch away, the smoke is... Honestly, this could be a win for Bad JuJU if the Def plays his cards right. He's been playing pretty decent with the op, honestly. Especially on T-half. But can he play good with the rifle? He doesn't know he's apps. I don't even think... Yeah, he doesn't even suspect he's apps. Yeah, he doesn't... Now he does. He's gonna clear this, and I think Lay knows. As soon as all that's clear, it only really leaves 1 spot. It is planted for him, though. They're making noise. The Def's gonna try and stick it. Lay able to read, not warning him. He said no. That is his bomb, and it's gonna stay there. Bad JuJu's gonna go for the default on CT side, but they're gonna... Or T side's gonna definitely lean towards A. They're just going out. But even Flash, House manages to get the pick. Death Star managed to get the refrag, though 1 manages to escape. Is he gonna be able to get the 2nd pick? Yes, he is! And 1 on the A dead. They have A side, but 1 is rotating right behind him. Spartan. Trying to get this pick. Manages to get the pick through the smoke. Barely sees him. Nue and Spartan are going to try and take this retake. 1 is in apps and 1 is on site. I don't know if Nue is going to expect... leaving the top away. And this cat. This cat! Great hold. Great hold. And it was a very nice strike from Bad JuJU. Very nice strike. That was a 2v4 and they made it a 2v2 that quickly. So, honestly, you know, pretty good retake, even though it didn't succeed. You know, pretty good, pretty well played. If CG can win this next round, this is pretty much just a guaranteed win. There's no way they can lose 3 in a row on CT Inferno. So, if Bad JuJU shows anything, it's always Boston. Killer Sway boosting again. They've done that boost a lot recently, so I think they're kind of starting to realize that's a spot they really like to play. Blade pushing up through apps. Again, I think he's just trying to get that opening pick, get info for his team, see what he can do, set them up for victory. Though, I think Bad JuJU kind of have realized that, you know, these guys are playing really aggressive, so let's play insanely passive. Try and get the opening pick on them. You know, don't let them take any bit of sight. If we do that, we should be good. Banana they're just chilling. They're just holding. Not gonna let anybody come through. But right outside A and mid, it's just all of them. Ready to just unleash the floodgates of T's. With the smoke off, this guy's entry. 2 picks from Hal. Lay not able to find that pick. Adept managing to be on top of Porch, getting that 2 pick. Bringing this to another even, pretty even. It's 13-14, so definitely Academy is a favorite, especially that this is a, CT-sided map. But can JuJU pull this off? I mean, honestly, it's been, you know, semi-evenly matched. I think though, CG Academy, the first, complete, you know, not overtime, first half, did manage to, kind of have, CT locked down once they got their bye. Since overtime, it's basically just bye v bye. I think CG can easily get this 2 if they play their cards right. No hesitation to just make a bunch of noise and throw their util. Looks like T-side, Bad JuJU are just gonna try and take as much space as possible and make as much noise as possible. Kind of throw them off. Spartan and Killer in that. Spartan managed to get 1 pick and Lay managed to get the other. So they traded 2 for 1 and one of the B players got killed in the midst of that, leaving only House in the way. Though House has been pretty much their star player, just managing to get all these very nice timings of kills. And Bomb is going to start leaning towards A. So I think House is going to try and get as much as A as possible, getting the pick on Library. Leaving only 1% on A. Discat. Hearing smokes on A. Surprised that CG aren't rotating, but I think they're just thinking maybe the Bomb is just chilling outside, waiting for them to rotate. Discat getting shot. They know both are there. That's confirmed. Now this brings us to a 2v2. No util, actually, a little bit of util from T side and barely any util on okay, that's the only piece of util that they had. That's all the util. So all the util is left for CG. Not only that, it's a flash and a smoke. Very good retaking util. Sees 1 pit. A little bit of team damage happens. Deathstar managed to get the flick. Knows the last one is pit. Not expecting him to move up that close. Well played and well movement by House, gotta say. That ties this up though. Honestly, it's eerie, it's scary how close this is getting. I honestly thought this might be a wipe for CG. Looks like it's a bit of a challenge right now. I think what I'm noticing is JuJU really likes to play aggressive at the start. Just make all that noise, make them think, oh, they're rushing something. But nope, nothing. They just pull out right instantly. Timmy getting that pick. Killisway not able to get the refrag. It honestly brings the CT in really heavy favor. That opening pick from Timmy is huge. I don't think they would expect the op and apps, honestly. I wouldn't either. 3B though, they are smoked off, so it looks like they just kind of want to kill time. Wait for the util to die down. Maybe get a little util damage, but I think, yeah, they're going to flash in a deft. Deft is going to try and take as much space as possible. Killer Sway managed to get a pick on Discat. Knows that there's another one watching him, it seems. Killer Sway managed to get 2. That's only 1A. They got 2 picks A. So, they're still committing. They're still committing to B. Wait, not able to find that kill. Death Star managed to get 2 of them. Big actually got 1 of them in the smoke. That just leaves Killer Sway with barely any health and a death of the bomb. They know 1 is pit. That's the only A player. 1 is rotating very quickly. Timmy flashed. It seems like, yeah, no, he was cleared from the blindness. Was flashed for a second. Ooh. Killer Sway not able to get the op pick, leaving this to a 15-14. Meaning, if CG win this next one, that's it. That's game. They know it's game. They want this. But Bad JuJU might want it more. I think we have a tech pause going on right now. Wish I could see chat, honestly. That's the only problem with this UI. Actually, nope. Honestly, I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this guy's holds on, or at least early game hold on, apps. It's not apps. Yes, it is apps. I don't play Inferno. I'm sorry. I'm a D1 Inferno hater. So, expect a few slight miscalls. Get the rough idea, though. And what I was trying to say is, this guy's opening picks, especially in the first half, has been, you know, insanely well. But Deft just kind of just getting the inches, just saying screw it and mentioning picks on them. And Timmy with the op, it's just, you know, he's getting numbers. He's just racking them up. Looks like they're not fully confident to take car control. Dig getting a lot of pressure on him on mid. Trying to just get away from there before he can get run down. Spartan Pals and Killer Sway just pushed up. One in Boiler. Then they're gonna see if they get a little greedy, try and go for the swing. But I think CGA are like, let's play this passive. They like to play aggressive. Let's play extremely passive. I think that's it. I think it's a good mentality. So I don't think they're expecting 4 right outside the front door. But Teme trying to get this cross. It seems that one of the few times that they don't kind of wrap around. They're just not going to do it. And they're just going to execute out. Killer Sway seeing the head of Dig. This guy getting 1 pick. Dig not able to find himself a pick. Leaving this most likely another overtime.
Bomb has been planted.
All up to Timmy. Oh, pick from Death Star. Now it's all up to Timmy. I was trying to say it was all up to Timmy. That's what I'm saying. Shot through the smoke. That nade managed to bounce off, show a little, you know, the blood sound effect. And I think that was enough info to give away that he's probably right there. And with that great game sense, they just shot for the smoke. We managed to get that pick. That brings us to OT number 2. Yay. Both sides gonna go for a default, seems like. Actually, Discat going for what he did that one round, trying to just play aggressive. I don't think he expected to kill, bro. One Mexico able to just see his feet on, a little bit of damage off and get that pick on him. Oh, but they got the pick on Timmy. That's just all of 8. Sorry, what? I blinked and now all of CG Academy's gone except for Lei. Bring this to a 1v5. I can't believe it. I was very focused on Discat pushing up that I did not notice that the entire CG were just wiped out in an instant. Well played from bad JuJU, and I think a little over aggressive for CT on CG Academy. I'm guessing it was aggressive because they were all dead before I even thought. So sadly, Discat was not able to pull off that. I think it was a 3K. It's been a while now. Got bad memory. Lei's just gonna hide out. He's chilling. Maybe he can cook something for us. He's in the kitchen, you know.
Terrorists win.
Lei managing to get the save. Here's somebody coming up behind him, but not enough time to swing him. Looks like we're gonna go for another default on both sides. So very aggro on car, taking as much control of it as they can. Said they burn themselves and just pull out. Oh, they got to pick on. That's right. They got to pick on Discat. That pick on Discat made them want to lead towards A, and honestly, it seems like that's probably the right idea. If they do it now, if they execute now, they'll have the advantage, in a sense, with numbers, since CG's thinking that they're probably just faking. That's what they like to do. They like to get a pick and just kind of play the opposite. But I don't think their guess is right this time. Then they just try to, make sure that nobody comes from around. Oh, but it's an execute. Dig just left here, or that's just so much bad thing. Are they really gonna save this round another game? Bad JuJU managing just to kill everybody on sight, not allowing any time to react. Pretty much taking all of site control before CG Academy can do anything. Kind of insane, honestly. No longer confident in this win. Honestly, can't blame him. 1v3 with now 34 HP. Oh. Not gonna survive to this last time.
Terrorists win.
You got a final pick, which is, okay. Op doesn't give a lot of money though, so I don't think it's gonna, it's not gonna allow him to buy util, only an op. And a dig, and a little bit of armor. Except unless his teammate drops him. Did not realize that I was too focused on Timmy's economy. Flash mid preventing Timmy from getting that little peek on mid. Not allowed to get any infos. Nui and his teammate Edef just taking as much car control together as they can. Apps and mid are kind of held off from the smoke, but with the smoke gone, and that timing, unfortunate timing from Timmy, they're gonna just push out mid. One pit and one mini pit. The two upper, I guess, well, if you look at the mini map, upper A. Timmy holding library, trying to see if they'll do their classic wraparound. But honestly, it just seems like JuJU is in their heads. They're learning the playstyle of CG. And they're just like, yeah, they're probably all there now. Or it's just a really good guess, you know. Only one's really staying to see if you can get that little bit of a rotate pick. Since now with the noise, I think they're going to start to think, oh crap. JuJU might Timmy missing the op shot. With that noise, that just calls for JuJU just push out and take as much space on B and take it as fast as they can. One in the corner. Abe not able to find a pick. Getting picked from Nui. Dig just saying screw it, going in with his teammate. Not able to find it with Timmy. Though Disgat from the far, getting that little wall banging headshot with the M4S. Nope, no point in saving that up. It's final round, they have to commit. They have to pull another miracle. Not even all miracles can come true. That leaves only one round. That only leaves one round away from JuJU winning. Just how it was for CG not long ago. Honestly, the pressure is very stacked against CG. Especially that JuJU have honestly been more of a CT side of... yeah, I would say, honestly, CG have been more of a CT side of players. So, them on T side getting 3 in a row in overtime, honestly, kind of unlikely. Hate to say it. I mean, that's the team that I'm, you know, under. I'm not supposed to be biased, but I hate to say, I hate to see it. A little bit of texting came up. I mean, the stats for CG are, you know, they're just roundabout. They're just all, you know, decent. Most of them have positive KD, and even if they don't, it's very close. But Killer Sway, I'm honestly impressed. He's just taking names, dude. 35 to 19. ESEA medals. Pretty cool. Very, very heavy lean towards B from CG Academy. I think they've realized that B is their strong suit. They've taken that plenty of time. And I think that JuJu's starting to realize that. They're just realizing that. They're rotating already, but like, oh, I have no words. 2 great opening picks from Dig right off the bat. Tanking that nade with 8 HP left. The nade did manage to kill one of his teammates right next to him. That's a PTSD if I've ever seen some. Making this a 3v3, but really, think about it, it's only like a 2v3, because that HP is almost nothing. They hear one, they're just fully coming from all angles. That's a nade killing Dig. 2v2. Lay managed to find a pick. Last one is Church. Full HP. Last 2 are also almost full HP. Very stacked against Howls right now. Smoked off. Managing to get a pick. Bring this to a 1v1. Teammate managing to hold that angle. Not allowing him to defuse that bomb. That's his bomb. Very close final round there. I've noticed Bad JuJu have really, really good retakes. And I think that's honestly one of their strong suits. So, that right there, well played. Especially with the amount of health that CG had. Looks like they want to go for another pivot lean towards B, but they are fully mullied off. That's just a bunch of fire around them. Now, for smoke, they don't really have, you know, the instant push that they wanted. I think CG kind of started to realize that they started to realize that they like B. So, maybe they'll try and mess with them, try and take mid control. Spartan getting a little bit of damage through the smoke. That could mean a lot, honestly. That could be the game difference right there. Knows for sure there's one there. I didn't see if he saw the other one. But I'm going to say most likely he knows that at least 2 are there. Especially if Hallie's playing. Killer Sway. Getting naded. Since I wasn't expecting, I can't say for sure, but it sounds like he heard one apps. The way that he's playing. He's expecting not to push for... Yeah, he's expecting this, them not to push for smoke. Which, honestly, good call. They have Op and Pit. They know one's apt. It looks like CG are saying, screw it. They only have 20 seconds. They're gonna go for this. The Def managed to get the instant Op pick. Blake getting the word pick. They have Op. Op is dead. That brings CG to having the site, meaning that I think I don't want to say it. I don't want to say they're gonna win this round because bad JuJus again with the numbers stacked against them. Those opening picks and just the way that they retake is honestly insane. Already, it's getting very close. Leaving this all to Spartan. Spartan's been playing pretty decent, honestly matching some of the top players on CG. And those top players are the ones alive. Managed to get 2 picks. Doesn't have enough time to defuse, but those 2 picks, if it was mid-game, honestly, the economy. Third final pick. Since it's final round and everybody has money, honestly, that's going to do nothing towards the economy. I mean, definitely boosts his KD. I mean, that doesn't hurt. But folks, this could go to a 3rd overtime. I'm honestly kind of nervous. I was expecting, honestly, CG Academy to lose as soon as they got to the T-side because they lost 3 in a row on CT. That's not a good sign. But they're like, no, I don't care. It's not over till it's over. And I love that mentality. Like taking a little bit of damage, giving a lot of info away accidentally. Yeah, Killer Sway knows he's not able to find the crosshair placement, not able to just flick to him. Lay getting the pick on their top player, making this very huge. Well, Lay's not gonna expect him. Yep, Lay's not gonna expect look from depth. That means this is tied up. Teammate getting shot for the smoke. They know 2 is B. And then the Death Star, I think he was naded at the start, honestly. I didn't really pay attention. I was focused on Killer Sway. Well, very low. Insanely low, actually. But with a minute remaining, and it seems, I think, yes, most of CT side using their smokes except for one, they have, they have plenty of time. Yeah, and almost every single T player has a smoke. Actually, all of them do. But that's a pick from Big. Speaking of smoke, he's going to throw that. So, CG have all the post-plant advantage right now once they get the plant down. Oh! Bad JuJU going for the full rotate, but they spot him right now. I don't even know what to say. Through the smoke, Nui getting the pick. Bomb carrier going to instantly plant down that bomb. Does not have the health to fight, so he's just going to be the bomb person. Oh, shoot. Oh. All in dig. Good game. Not able to find that victory. Very close. Again, JuJU with their just post-plant, their just retakes are insane. I don't know what I watched, but it was pretty awesome for retakes. I might personally take some notes. They played really well together. But that's game. That's a victory for Bad JuJU and a very close victory for Academy. I'm impressed on both teams. I think both sides played insanely well, especially Killer Sway. 36 and 22, pretty cool, pretty insane. And Timmy and Lay, actually, pretty much all of Academy played pretty well. Yeah, there's not much to say. They played pretty well, tried their best, got close. But, you know what? It looks like Killer Sway just brought it home for Bad JuJU. But, hey, that's game. It was nice being here. I had fun. Though at the start, I did not narrate well at all. We're going to ignore that. That was hype. That was absolute cinema. But hopefully everybody here who's still watching has a